Anything that means, yeah, pop it up. Now let's go. Mayor, let's go. Step it. Hey, come on. Hey, 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 hey. I know this mayor, you know. Come on, let's see, go. Come on. Thank you, DJ. All right, I'm going to have the microphone around to the mayor. He'll be giving a speech, and we're going to be presenting some awards to these kids, and he will be handling the proceedings also. So, Mike, over to the mayor.
Thank you, Mr. DJ, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A big applause to yourselves. It was refreshing to see the work of Frugal Empowerment Foundation. I would like us to give the foundation another big applause. And all those who are volunteers helping this important organization, I just want to say thank you for a good work done. You even crossed boundaries. Not just in the UK here, you have even touched Africa. I would like to be very straight to the point to say this is exactly what humanity is all about. But before I go on, my name, as they mentioned already, is Councillor Dominic Mba. And for the purpose of people who will be saying, where is he from? I am from the African continent, the Republic of Ghana. And ladies and gentlemen, again, I go to places and they say, are you really the mayor? And then the question is usually asked, so just for a small indication about the office. You first of all join a political party in this country. You first of all go through primaries within your political party. And then when you are elected, you are able to now come out and then compete with other political parties within your ward. The constituency is divided into different wards. And this is what I was speaking about. So at the end of the day, when you are now elected for your ward, then you represent the community in that place. And each and every one here, you belong to a particular ward. So from the various councillors, when you now meet in the council here, what then happens is we choose our officers. And then that is when you go in for the position of, first of all, a deputy mayor before you move to the deputy mayor is for 1 year and the mayorship is also for 1 year. And for the records, I don't blame people when they say, are you really the mayor? Because since 1965, when the mayorship started within the area here, apart from Babatola, Councillor Babatola, he was the only one who has taken up that position from the African continent. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. He has been the only person who took up that position from the African continent. That was about 7 years ago. And then it is Dominic this year. So I believe that it is a credit to all of us here tonight, and I want us to give ourselves applause for that. I can see a lot of familiar faces here, our mothers and parents, and I can see Montu, the Catholic parents here, I can see them tonight, and a lot of familiar faces I've seen here. Humanity is very, very important. And to tell everybody, it is very, very important that what we heard from Peter today is for you and me. There are a lot of us here who have finished building our houses back home, and we are on a mission for a second one. And then you are fighting with relatives and people who are doing that. My brother, my sister, it is better to do something for somebody, not how many houses you leave behind or how much money you leave in the bank. My background is the health side, and in Ghana I was a teacher, a nurse, and a police officer before I came to this country. And then as a nurse for over 35 years, I specialized in the kidneys with Guy's and St. Thomas's for the past 25 years, and I can say to each and every one here that when you reach to that stage where you have to go to the next well, What you want to leave behind is how many people have you supported? Have you empowered? Have you impacted? That is more important than what you leave behind. And for the children tonight, it is so refreshing to see them. I will say Frugal Foundation has got talent, and you should be taking part in the competition, the national competition, because at the end of the day, Britain's Got Talent is what I'm talking of. Because what we just witnessed tonight is very, very reassuring. Just about 2 weeks ago, I was on this floor again, and it was also adults and children with disability that were performing the same way. So in Greenwich here, everybody has got the potential, and everybody should be supported in many ways. And how can we do this? Wherever I go, as a mayor for the Royal Borough of Greenwich, I would like to say everything starts from the family unit. If you are a husband tonight, please look after your wife very well. If you are a wife here tonight, please look after your husband very well. I am so pleased that it is a mixture of men and women. There are times where you go for events like this about children, and you just see possibly some few men and, just their mothers alone. It is the two that can come together to bring up this child. And I say, please, let the peace and harmony reign in the house, because when that is done in the house, the sky is the limit. Music by itself is a big profession, but music as well can help you to go to. You heard the little girl when she was asked, what do you want to become? And she said, I want to become a doctor. Yes, she can become a doctor if she tunes herself to music as well, because at the end of the day, when you play music, it gives you satisfaction to the body. As a health professional, even your well-being. You know the story about David when he was troubled. That was Saul who was troubled. It was David that was asked to play music. And music suits the body. It makes you feel good. And I would say that whatever expectation a child has, music can actually accelerate that. I had a daughter who was playing flute. And I remember anytime she was very busy with her papers and whatnot, she will, after some time, when she's tired, she will come and take the flute and then play before she goes back again. Ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, music can let you reach wherever you want to reach. And it is important that we support this laudable foundation. The charity part of it, you don't want to even speak about it. As a mayor, as a deputy mayor last year and a mayor, it is important to mention to the house that it is amazing how many people are working behind the scenes and on charitable basis, volunteers left and right. The borough is existing because of people who are there working for the population. And I can say that when COVID struck, that is even when we saw a lot of volunteering work. So if you are here tonight and you do not volunteer for anything, please start thinking of what you can do to make somebody better. I mean, when I saw Peter in Africa with all the kids and how he was helping the elderly, this is very laudable. This is what we should do. Our parents, our fathers and mothers, they don't need our money. Our children here, they don't need the houses that we are building back home. What can we do to inspire them? Very important. For the old ladies and then the elderly, we need to be with them. We need to sit with them. We need to show them love. We need to let them feel that we can come down to their level, and then at that age, we are there with them. I remember last year before we had Christmas, we served dinners. I was with the mayor that time, and this was in Woolwich Dockyard. We served we serve food for all the residents within the area there. And in 2 days' time, I flew to Africa. I've been thinking of how I can bring old ladies or people within over 70 and old men together to one umbrella and then entertain them and then share with them some of the fears and some of the things they want to tell us. And I got over 1,000 people on the Christmas Day 25th in Ghana, and I did that. So when I was hearing about all what Peter is doing, my brother, my sister, if you are here tonight, you don't need to make it too big. The little that you can help can make a big impact. Now back to our local authority. If you are here tonight and you have any difficulty on anything at all, your first point of contact is your counselor. Your counselor will be able to listen to you and direct you. We are lucky in Greenwich now to have diversity well represented. For the first time in the history of the local borough here, we have a Nigerian who is the leader of the council. We have a South African who is the deputy leader of the council. It has never happened in the history of this borough. So at the end of the day, all what we strive to achieve is to make sure that there is fairness, people are treated equally, opportunities are given to everyone, and you can be in that crusade. You can help us in that crusade. So my brother, my sister, it has been a pleasure to be here tonight, and I will say, let's keep the children going. Let's help them to reach their potential. Tomorrow they will become pop stars. And for the lady who just sang for us today, I mean, what was refreshing to see something? There was nothing more refreshing to see something that we saw tonight. And this is what the children can grow to become. And my brother, my sister, when we go home, remember that let's look after each other. Our little misunderstandings and our little disagreements cannot stop us from coming together to help the children. Remember, relatives back home and friends out there can influence, but please, let's stand strong for the sake of the children. In a circumstance where people are not even staying together, for the sake of the children, let's try to be having one voice so that we can bring them to the best that they can. Nobody knew that Sunak was going to become president or prime minister for Britain or United Kingdom here, but he is in Downing Street now. The sky is the limit, and the expectation is let's give our children the best. And for Frugal Foundation, Peter, well done. I think that you deserve to get grants, you deserve to get external funding from the lottery to carry on this work that you are doing, and you should be speaking to people that can direct you, and we are happy to be part of that, to direct you so that you carry on the good work. To leave behind this legacy is what we are all talking about. It's not how much you leave behind when you are to go to the next one. It is not how much material things you leave behind. It is how much you have impacted people's lives. And this work will even go a long way to help our leaders back in Africa to know that people are not just here thinking about how to become rich, but how to support other people. And you will have a big platform for a voice in when it comes to the leadership of even the countries in those places in Africa. So thank you again for inviting us. And on behalf of the Royal Borough of Greenwich, I would like to say thank you and enjoy the evening as we are about to give some awards to people. Thank you very much. And DJ, thank you so much for introducing us.
Put your hands together for the Mayor of Greenwich, please.